What's up, guys? Ryan here again. I'm gonna do another Think, Learn, and Be Vulnerable vlog. Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to talk about the PRO Act and Amazon and unionizing and a piece of paper taped to a timesheet. So, what is the PRO Act? It is the Protect the Right to Organize Act. It would strengthen unions. It would make unions more available to people. It would aid in collective bargaining. It's really good, And there was recently a group of Amazon warehouse workers in Alabama who were voting to potentially unionize and ultimately did not pass. But the thing is, the tactics that were being used to basically force people not to unionize were really strong and really heavy handed. And, Amazon makes a ton of money on really cheap labor. And it's unfortunate because the working conditions there are terrible, but they're also exploiting people that can't get a job any other way or really need jobs fast. And, in a pandemic, it's one of the few things that has a lot of jobs open. So I don't like it. It's very exploitive and I don't appreciate it. And I know Jeff Bezos stepped down, but, come on, man. He's still getting money from this. He's still making way more money off of this. Unions are good. They're a really good thing. They help everybody. Yeah, you got to pay dues, but at the same time, it's worth a lot more money because you can collectively bargain and you can actually get things that you need. I think it's very easy to not realize when things could be better because when you're just trying to scrape and you're just trying to survive, it's hard to look past the next paycheck. It's hard to look past the next meal on your plate. It's hard to look forward to anything. It's hard to look for something better when you're barely able to keep what you have. And that's the thing that I hate the most because I've been there. I've lived check to check. I've lived day to day, and it's incredibly hard. And it's something that I never really want to go back to. And I feel so much for these people. So the piece of paper that was put on the time clock, it was the written out agreement, at will work agreement that was signed by people at one of my previous workplaces. And they literally taped it to every time clock to let people know this is an at will hiring and you can be fired at any time for any reason. And I was working in management at the time, and they thought this was going to be motivational. And I told them, no, this is going to hurt morale huge because everybody is now going to fear for their jobs. They're not going to work harder. They're just going to be really scared. They're not going to want to work here. Sure enough, we had 20 people quit, and general morale was really down. Everybody was complaining. Nobody liked it. Everybody thought it was really ham-fisted and horrible. Of course it was. You can't, even if it's something that everybody signed, why would you put that in everybody's face? Why would you let them know, okay, guess what? We can fire you at any point. Like, yeah, I know that's the rule, but why do you need to remind people of it? You don't do that unless you're trying to hold something over people. And unbeknownst to myself, it turns out that the dealers were talking about organizing and potentially forming a union. So I've literally, nowhere near as bad as Amazon, but I have experienced this. At the time, I wasn't a dealer, but I had come from the dealer ranks. And so once I realized that was the reason that they put these sheets out there, I was furious. And I'm pretty sure it led to me and my entire department being shut down. And so it's unfortunate. You know, I don't like what's going on here. And it's brutal because if this PRO Act actually could pass, and who knows, they may have to reform the filibuster in order to get that to happen, then a lot of people could have a lot better lives. But the thing is, they may not vote for it anyway. And that's the tough part, is that you've got a lot of people who are being exploited. And it's just really, really sucks. So think learn to be vulnerable. Well, we need to think about how much these companies really want to hold on to the money that they have, the profit margins that they have. And we need to learn what's truly in our best interests and how can we get them. And in terms of being vulnerable, regardless of your work situation, some of you are unemployed, especially because it's a pandemic, and some of you might have a good job and stuff. Organizing is always helpful. And it's something that we should all try to do, because we all deserve to have things be collectively better. And that's the main thing, is we are all a collective. We are all a community. We're all together on this. And something that benefits one will benefit all, and something that benefits all will benefit all the ones. So look inside yourself and realize, even if things are great for you, that doesn't mean they're great for everybody. And if you can be a part of the solution, you should be. So thanks, guys.